right, so I'm back on it, but there we go. Like that, probably. Gosh darn. Boom, that looks good. All right, let's get them out there, Anwar. Oh, he's already in there?
Ooh. So I kind of seemed like it wasn't going anywhere far.
Nah, it didn't, but I gotta go. I just didn't want to cross all the way over. So that one's in the current, so. You can see it's in the current because it's moving. But see where it anchors now. Hopefully I don't cross the other one because I cast it further than that one. All right, we good. Let's go, Chunky. Yeah, we back. Yo, look, we had to hike out of there, and then I kept on searching for new spots in that area, try to see if there was somewhere else we could set up without leaving that area, and there just wasn't. There was no bank.
I think you got to fish on the big one. It looks like it's moving. See it?
Hey, turn that down, because then it's in my. Nah, I think it's the.
Because the whole line is moving to the left.
It's probably because I casted it right in the tide. I mean, it's moving quite a bit, but I highly doubt I got to fish that quick.
But it is leaning forward.
It's probably the tide. We'll see. Because the current was strong upriver too. I think it's just the current, so I probably can't hit all the way in the current. Because it's definitely not a fish. That's crazy because I got the 8 ounce on it. It dragged the whole 8 ounce down. Dragged the whole 8 ounce down river. Gosh, wow. So, probably put it right out the current. Try to get as close as I can without hitting it. That's good. All right, hit bottom. You see, because this one's doing it too, and it's not even in the current. It is what it is. At least we don't get snagged here. At least it's not a snaggy area, so the current's dragging my stuff down, even with 8 ounce weights. We'll see what I miss. Oh, man. Oh, boy. So, new spot. We went further down river. We were way up river past the falls. Now we're closer, like right above Fletcher's, so we'll see. What's going on, Anglerholics? Where'd that bird go? That thing was huge. Oh, man. I didn't get a chance to check Haz. Did he catch any more fish? Because, I mean, he's maybe what, like 4 miles downriver now? Chunky, if you're in here, you were right. I'm gonna have to weld that light on. It's not broke yet, but it is definitely loose. So definitely when I get home, I'm probably gonna shave it down, weld it on so it doesn't move at all. Because now, even though it's like, I don't know if you could tell, but the camera is definitely moving more than it was. It's kind of like just wobbling a little bit. That sucks. But nothing I can really do about it now. I could probably take the GoPro off and loosen the weight. You were right, man. And it was all because of that hike. That hike, I couldn't really secure the camera that well, so the light portion that you were talking about was kind of like flexing on the way back. So it put a lot of stress on it, so it kind of cracked around it. So now you could kind of see, I mean, here, let me take off my GoPro to loosen up the weight. See if it lets it chill out a little bit more, because the weight of the GoPro on the top definitely puts a lot of stress. So it'll probably stabilize it a little bit more if I take this off. But I'm definitely gonna do what you said. I'm just gonna go home, forget having it screwed on. I'm still gonna keep the screw in there, but I'm just gonna weld it. Bam, that did it. Yeah, the GoPro weight on the top had it, with a little bit of a breeze that was here, had it flexing. So put the screw back in so I don't lose it. Much better. Damn, you see it? Look at it. Can you tell from the camera over there it's moving? It's like flexing. Oh, gosh, that's horrible. I might have to like jam something in there to kind of like hold it still, because that is annoying the hell out of me that it's moving like that. Maybe I can put a rubber band in. Yeah, you can see it moving, right? I can see it on my screen, so that's what I'm saying. I know if I can see it, they can see it. That made it a little bit better. You see the rubber band I put on it? Look, I put a rubber band over here just to make it a little bit better. Now I gotta adjust because it tilted the camera down. Gosh darn. There we go, that's a little bit better. Bam. There you go, it's not moving anymore. Oh boy. Chunky, you getting out fishing today? Or are you gonna stay in the house? Oh, I know. Right here is wide open. Man, the other spot, look, there were so many trees just trying to get your rods out there. You were, you know, casting underneath the trees to try to get your lines out there. I couldn't get my lines all the way out. It was a horrible spot. The spot, see that area the area that I was at, it's a pretty well-known spot, but the difference is when you fish there, you kind of have to fish on the rocks. I was trying to fish it from shore, from a shoreline where I could do the live, and it just did not work out. So, I mean, we still caught some fish, but it definitely was not as great as I was hoping it could be. But I mean, we fished this spot quite a bit, especially earlier this year and end of last year, and it's a nice little beach spot. There's a couple little spots over here that you can kind of set up real easy. The further you go up, though, is where I've done my other videos. It gets to be like it's a lot of current, a lot of rocks in the water, so it's almost like one of those guaranteed snag situations. You kind of have to, you get a lot of big fish, but you have to rig your rig so that you lose your weight. And you already saw I lost some weights earlier, so I'm definitely not trying to lose any more right now. Oh man, what'd you bring? What you got, peanuts? Oh man, I ain't bring no food out. I was like, forget that. Oh man, is it gonna be a slow, quiet day? I mean, we got the 2 earlier, and then But remember, we got our lines in the water earlier. As soon as I went live, what, like not even a few minutes later, we caught those fish. So it started off good up there earlier. The morning bite was on, but then it's been slow now. Oh, okay, so you upgrading the fishing line? No more 20-pound, right? So 30-pound. I mean, 30-pound should be good. A new snackle box. Chunky, is it the same like fluorescent green, or did you go like with the orange line? What color did you go with? Because I know you like the fluorescent green. Because I mean, usually that does really well, especially with the black lights. I wonder how many people were at Fletcher's. I mean, Jones Point. I kind of wouldn't mind doing some night fishing there.
Enjoy that.
Like later? What time you trying to stay out till?
So I gotta check and see if I need to go home and add up, add some layers or not.
Well, I mean, if I go home, I'd probably have to go. If we're gonna go out there tonight too, I still gotta go home too because I gotta get one. I probably want to eat, and then I still need to get I gotta go get my battery because I left the battery at the house.
So by 11 p.m. it should be 47 degrees at 11 p.m. So
47 is not too bad, especially because it's not windy today. The wind was what was messing us up last time. That wind was horrible the other day.
I haven't had a fish on the weekend. I didn't know it wasn't fish on the
Yeah, we went fishing over at Jones Point. How many days ago was it? Was it last Friday or
last week.
was it Friday or Thursday? We went out fishing last Thursday, and during like those 20-mile-an-hour winds, and we got a couple fish, but one of the fish, I mean, it was so windy, we decided to leave for the day, reeled in the rod, and there was a fish on it. It was a little small one, but I mean, there was so much wind you couldn't even see that we had a fish on the rod. You couldn't even tell it was bent. The wind was just blowing all the rods anyway, so they were all moving. So. And then, I mean, our surf poles, what are they like? I think they're medium heavies. Yeah, they're medium heavy, so it's not like they're hardcore. It's not they're not super thick. So it is what it is. Oh man. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm not at work. It's been nice. Like I said, you saw I had the little suit on earlier. I didn't want to carry it because where we were, it was such a big hike, and I already had my hands full hiking out there. I hiked out with the minimal amount of stuff that I could, but it was all heavy. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff, as he said, and I had the suit on, and I was like, man, it was getting hot, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I take off this suit, then I'm gonna have to carry it back. So, I mean, I just left the suit on, and I was like, man, we're leaving anyway. So I just left the suit on, and the hike back was horrible with the suit on because that suit is rated for like 0 degrees. So, I mean, the suit had me burning up. I was sweating. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't wait to get back to the car. And in my backpack, I packed too heavy because I brought out extra weights. Luckily, I did anyways because we snagged up quite a bit. But, when you're running 8-ounce weights, man. Yeah, the worst trips are going on a long hike. Remote fishing spots will wait. Let me tell you something. I got one of the military backpacks. My bag, I'm telling you, I had him try to test the bag. He picked it up. The bag, what do you think? It's got to be at least 40 pounds, 40 plus minimum, at a minimum. I think it's more than 40, but we'll just say 40 at a minimum. I mean, it was a pain in the butt carrying that thing back. And then, of course, you've seen my reels that I have. I don't have the lighter weight reels. I got the heavier duty 12,000s and 14,000s, so they're not as light as some of the 5,000 to 8,000 series. They're meant for bigger fish and they're bulky. So.
You are naming your rods 1, 2, 3.
Am I naming them? Nah. Yeah. So the spot we were at last time, I have a fishing cart. I have it here right now with me. But that spot is a no cart zone. You cannot bring carts there. It is Basically, it's in Upper Potomac, and there's nothing but rocks and hills and steep rocks and hills and steep rocks. So you're climbing and then going down. There was this one spot where you had to kind of go over you had to climb through rocks to go over a waterfall to get to the other side. So people bring their kids there, and it's a trail too. These people got their kids hiking through the slippery waterfall. I mean, I was like, oh man. So you definitely, I mean, it was interesting because they were struggling with nothing in their hands, and we're carrying, fishing gear and backpacks, heavy backpacks, trying to walk through the little waterfall area. So I mean, that was interesting, but definitely was not an easy hike at all. If I go back, I definitely won't be doing a live. It'll be a GoPro only session. Because another problem is that spot, like where all the good fishing spots are, they're on rocks. You can't even put your rod holders in the ground. So that makes that spot kind of trash for live streams. But when we originally went to it, we figured we could find something.
The green one got out. The middle one. The middle one just got out.
I couldn't even see it on the live. Yeah, that trail was definitely pretty deadly. I mean, especially, I know some people fish there at night. I would not want to hike out of there at night. I definitely would not do that.
The clicker is on the first one, right?
I got the clicker on all of them. It's interesting. Tide's coming in, but you have, the river, you have conflicting little areas over here because water is pushing up this way, but top surface is going down that way. That's one thing I'm going to leave that one because it's not messing with it right now. I don't want to move it. So there's a lot of stuff in the water. You see that? Anwar said we had to tap on the green one. I didn't even see it in the camera. What time is high tide today? Check it out. I didn't even get a chance to look today. I should have brought more drinks. I didn't expect that hike to take a whole drink out of me. As Chunky knows, I normally don't drink a whole bunch of drinks because I ain't trying to be out there peeing all day. What time is high? So we're already in high going into low. That's weird because it's a little channel, probably because the wind has it blowing like that. Because it definitely doesn't feel like the way the tides move, the way the water's moving. Yeah, the way the water's moving, it doesn't feel like it's going out. That's weird. This will be interesting to hear how it sounds later because earlier it wasn't windy. We got more wind on it now. I'm curious to see how this the cover on my deck hat works. See how it sounds. So see if it blocked a little bit of wind that's coming through. That wind is blowing even though with the rubber band though, it is still blowing it a little bit. It's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna have to do tonight after we're done is glue this thing all up so it doesn't move anymore. Stupid. Chunky, if you're still in here, the connection of where it went down, did you Did you shave it down at all to kind of make it so it had more contact, or did you just JB weld all around it? Because I know you said you used JB weld. Did you kind of like shave it? Because I was thinking about shaving it first so that it's because you know mine kind of comes down to a point before it connects to the tripod. I was thinking about shaving it so it has more contact before I JB welded it on. I'm curious how you did it, because I'm definitely, like I said, I'm gonna have to JB weld that part and then kind of up where it touches onto the light a little bit, because doing the walking and the pressure of the tripod compared to the upper portion kind of put some pressure on it and has it like wobbly now. It definitely is not the way it was earlier. What's going on, Catfish and Fever? We're out here. We were out earlier live. We caught 2. It was just it was not a great spot. We were kind of stuck under some trees. The bite went dead. We had like a couple fish, and then so we decided to move, and it just took a long time. On the section 6 times. Gosh darn. See, that's the problem. That's how I was looking at it. I was like, I might as well just lower it down, because I don't know, like if I keep it the way it's at, it's such a point, it could probably break again. I might have to mess with it. Definitely, I don't like the way it got. You were 100% right that it would get flimsy, because doing that walk had the whole thing just get extremely flimsy. So now with any little wind, it's vibrating. It's not that bad now since I put a rubber band on it to kind of put pressure, but yeah, it's definitely not the same as it was this morning. So that sucks. I guess I could have unscrewed it apart and just carried it in 2 pieces, but it's too much of a pain in the butt with everything the way it's rigged up. Oh well, first live, we'll learn. We'll see how it goes. We'll have to see how to modify the equipment. You know, you modified yours quite a bit. I'm gonna have to modify mine and see the best way to make it all hold up and make it so it lasts and it doesn't break down. I mean, so far, other than that, everything else on the tripod has been pretty good. Nothing else I've had any issues with. Like you said, it's the same one, and you got a different tripod than me. Super glue and baking soda will repair better than JB Weld. Yeah, the JB Weld I was using on the rest of mine was it's like a clear coat JB Weld. So more so like it's not like one of the metal ones. It's more so just straight. What is it called? I can't even think of it right now. No bites on yours? They got everybody with dogs out here today. How many have they caught down there? Has it still alive, right? Did he catch anything other than the first one? Or did your buddy catch anything? Is the whole Potomac just dead right now? What's going on? We got to get some fishing reports. Oh man. After hearing all the fish that were caught Saturday and Sunday, and Saturday and Sunday was colder, man. I guess we had to be out here on the cold days. That's who got rewarded. We should have came out here during the colder days. We would have. Yeah, I should have put my suit on. Look, I should have had the suit on the other days. So, because the hotter day definitely is not producing for us yet. I don't know if anybody else is producing for her. There's video on this. Check them out. You'd be surprised. All right, yeah, I'll check it out. I'm curious what the baking soda does to the super glue to make it stronger. There's a whole bunch of dogs over here running around. Yo, where'd that vulture go?
Oh, that's gone.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since earlier. They better be careful of that little dog. That vulture could pick that dog up. Fly right off with him. There was a huge vulture out here earlier, and there's like they have a little small dog. I was like, man, that thing could pick that dog up quick. I haven't heard about that one. It said it makes it super hard. I saw it just for a second. We're getting a little tap. Hold on. Something's playing with it. Did you see your thing? Did they catch anything else? No? So it's just a slow day then. I wonder why the bite was on early this morning only. Yeah, whatever it was, it just might have, I don't know, it's probably a small fish. Hopefully it's not more gars chewing on my bait. I don't know how come I got all the gar, you get all the catfish on it. What's going on, Podcast OG? Thanks for coming in. Rhonda, thank you. Hopefully it does go. I don't know. My luck today has been horrible. I've had all gar bites. Only Anwar caught fish today. Usually he's getting skunked and I'm not getting skunked. And now this might be my first skunk day. Don't worry though. We're gonna be out here all day long. I'm not getting skunked. We gonna catch a fish. Even if I had to go to my main spot, we might have to go over to the docks and the piers later tonight to go over there with the lights on. So I'm gonna catch a fish today. We'll see. I know if I go there, I'll at least get one. I don't care even if the bite is bad. If you get on the channel, I'll put all the surf poles up. If you get on the channel, you get a bite for sure, every single time. Might not be a lot of fish, but at least I'll get one. Oh, man. All I can say is at least it's an amazing day out. I was hot earlier in my suit, but I'm dressed more appropriately now. Had my stuff on underneath. And it just feels good. It's a nice chill day. It's not too hot, not cold at all, and the wind is real low. It was definitely a lot more wind over the weekend, so this is one of the more chill days. I think it was like only like, what, 5 to 8 miles an hour today, something like that. Something small. Wasn't too bad. But just need the fish to bite, that's all it is. What's going on, man? You gonna catch any more fish in 2022? You broke your 2022 skunk now a couple times. Oh, come on, you gotta get a new 2022 PB. Come on, man.
Let me go and get one then.
Oh man, you should have brought your other pole out. I know you didn't want to. You were like, man, I ain't trying to hike another pole out. That's what it was. He pretended I'm more out of shape than he is, and he was like, oh no. Next thing you know, I'm good. Next thing you know, he didn't want to carry his other pole out. I brought a whole cart out here, but yeah, he carried light stuff this time after that hike earlier. Chunky, I told you, look, that hike over there, I'm telling you, so one thing I would say is, if I go back, I'm going back on Virginia side. So forget the Maryland side. I'll go on Virginia side and hike up from Virginia side because, one, the channel's on that side. You don't have to cast as far. And then two, you said what? It's still going to be a hike, but it was flatter ground on the Virginia side. There was no like mountains and like rocks you had to climb over because we were climbing over rocks and, man, it was horrible. So definitely if I go back over in that to that first spot from earlier today, I'm going on Virginia side. Still gonna be a hike, but I don't think it'll be as bad as what we did earlier. So, and then obviously I'll have to see if that area up there, because normally when we fish that area, there's not a lot of snags, but on that Maryland side, there were snags everywhere. I think it's because there was a whole bunch of trees just kind of growing in the water. I think there was probably like roots in the water. because the trees were growing right into the water and probably had its roots all over the place. Because as soon as I got back close to shore, that's when I was getting snagged the most. That's not bad, not too much trash. Couple leaves. I think he's gonna rebait up. Maybe put a smaller bait. You don't want to go smaller than that? You gotta go like 1/3 that size. He got one. He only brought one rod this time, and he want to go big baits. At least he's gonna put some fresh bait on there. Go big or go home. I mean, I got one big bait out there and what, 2 smaller baits. I still ain't even got a fish, but. And then I had way smaller baits than you earlier. It didn't even do anything.
I'm gonna try the yellow stuff.
You gonna try what? Oh, he's going to Jello chicken. He's gonna try to see the strawberry Jello chicken. They said that earlier it was the mullet. Mullet was out fishing the shad 2-0. Right now the shad is not doing anything. The mullet's not doing anything. So he's gonna switch over to some fresh made strawberry garlic Jello chicken. See if that does anything. How long did you have it marinate for? Only since last night, right?
Overnight,
yeah, overnight. How's it going, Elizabella? Appreciate you coming in. So you better not fall in that water, because I'm gonna definitely turn this camera around. I'm gonna turn the camera around if you fall in there. I'm gonna definitely get it on the live. I don't care if my tripod's breaking up, but I definitely will break this tripod up just to make sure I get you in that water. Sorry, he's over here rebaiting his line. I told you he's switching out from mullet to strawberry Jello chicken to try to test something out. And there's water kind of like, so there's water on this side and we're kind of like on a little island. There's water in the back over here and he almost fell in the water trying to switch out his baits. I definitely was gonna have to switch the camera around and get him on it if he fell in. Give you guys some type of excitement since the rods aren't going down. So, oh man. That last cast, did you hit into the channel or where'd you hit?
Close to the channel.
The problem is the one that I hit all the way in the channel was going all the way down river, but I don't know, if I was you, I'd probably hit it in the channel.
That's what I see. Hopefully that's this on there.
I mean, even though it was moving, I probably had a better chance in the channel. There you go. Oh no, your bait came off. That's that chicken. That's the problem. You over here casting like you had eel on the line. Chunky, if you're still in here, has anybody gotten any of the larger eels back? I haven't even looked. I need to go get some. I need to go get some thicker eels for when I'm trying to do longer casts, man. The shad and the fish, you know, sometimes trying to do casts out there extremely far, that stuff comes right off. Luckily, all my casts today, I only had one bait fall off during the cast, and that was a shad head, and I don't even know how it came off. Probably because I had already casted it out. Probably got loose, and I just had to redo it.
That was a nice cast for that.
Oh, it was a nice cast, but yeah, your bait came right off. You're gonna have to layer it up, do like a double hook on it. That's the problem with that chicken. That chicken comes off so easy. What's going on, Jeremy? How's it going? It's slow over here. It's been real slow today. We only caught 2 fish, so at least they weren't too bad. I mean, one was over 20-some pounds, so we didn't catch any. At least all the fish we caught, none of them were real dinks. They weren't like 5 pounds or lower. They were all bigger than that, so not too bad. But overall, slow day. So if you guys have probably seen me, my name is Miles. I fish over with Chunky. That's been most of the lives I've been on. My first live today, but yeah, so I'm Miles Fishing Gold. Like I said, I mean, if y'all haven't seen my channel, and you probably get seen it shared out by Chunky or somebody else. Mainly do catfishing. I also do Potomac River, upper Potomac gold mining, prospecting. So I'll be posting a lot of those videos coming up. Report from Has only one fish. Yeah, I saw that he only caught one fish. So it seems like, I don't know. It seems like it wasn't the spot. It was just that bite was on early this morning, and then it's just not a good day. I don't know why Saturday and Sunday was just a fire weekend, and then we get to the first warm day of the week on a Monday hitting 60, and the bite is just gone. I don't know what happened. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, they're like, oh, everybody's gonna be off work. Let's go ahead and turn the bite off. That's what happened. The bite completely went away. I mean, but we didn't get skunked. I mean, we caught 2 fish. You said you found me from Lizabella and James. All right, thank you guys so much for sharing me out. I appreciate it. Didn't remember your name. Yeah, I'm the guy that went with Chunky that performed the felony taking the boat. Oh man. Yeah, tell Chunky we got to do a little funny video. We're gonna have to do a video. This would actually be a good area to try it out, to push the little boat out over here with a little trolling motor and try to catch some fish. I'll film Chunky and we'll switch back and forth. One rod, one reel, one bait, one hook, and just fish out here on the little boat before he sells it. This would be the perfect spot for it. I mean, even though there's good current, it's a nice spot to do it. That's why they have a Chunky rod now. Oh man. Oh man. Did it stay on that time? All right, good. I see you casting more that way that time. Yeah. Or did you hit the current and it brought you down?
Yeah, I hit the current and it brought me back down. One fish that never have another piece of mullet on there. Because I kind of wish I had mullet on, but it's alright.
I mean, you had mullet earlier. Mullet was biting, then it stopped biting. I mean, I think it was just the bite was on. There ain't.
It is what it is, bro.
I mean, I got some primo shad on it. It's not even getting hit.
Uncle shad.
That super duper shad, that fresh shad. It's all nice and packaged up and sealed up great, and it's being wasted on a no bite day. I'm about to save it for him when I'm on the boat with Chunky. Chunky, I'm out here wasting all the shad up. Oh my gosh, I'm about to go get some eels so I don't waste all this good shad. When the bite comes back, then I have to bring the shad out the freezer. Until then, I have to just use all the garbage baits. Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, hit the thumbs up if you can. I appreciate it. Oh, why it sounded like a drag was going off? You heard that?
Yeah, that's
All right, man. See ya.
all right.
Appreciate it. Oh man. So Has only caught 1. We caught 2. How many? Did your boy catch any fish yet? Dang. So we have another friend that's further kind of down where Has is fishing, but across the river on Virginia side, he's caught none. So the report that I know about today is only 3 fish, 2 from us, 1 from Has. It is a slow day. It's crazy because it's such a nice day out, but it is slow. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Chunky, we got to try that because you know what? We got to fill up more of my freezer. I got to get some more shad. Especially now that we've been using it, we got to get more shad. We got to go get them before they leave. So the good thing is, what is it? They should be coming back pretty good. Yeah, the Potomac has been rough. Like I said, there was a lot of people that did really good. They didn't go live. They weren't live, but a lot of reports, people that were fishing on Saturday and Sunday in this area, last 2 days, and they did amazing. Largest fish caught was one I saw posted on the forum. He caught a 77 pounder on what was it, Saturday or Sunday? Which day was it? I think it was Saturday. He caught the 77 pounder. So there was a 77 pounder caught maybe about 2 miles downriver from here. Then there was I know Ernie went live the other day. He caught a 35 pounder. And then Richard Montano, I think he posted he caught a 40 pounder. So that was both yesterday. So a 35 pounder and a 40 pounder caught yesterday, and then the day before 77 pound fish. So I mean, and then I think Ernie caught maybe 11 fish or something. He caught a decent amount of fish yesterday. So I mean, the weekend bite was on fire. It's just today, not so much. But like I said, we're gonna be out here. We'll see what happens now. Maybe it'll just be like one of those days where the night bite is better, and that's when it comes on. Because early this morning, we got out kind of late. By the time we got fishing, what was it, like maybe 8:45 when we went live? We went live 8:45. As soon as we casted them out there, I went live, and then not much longer later, I was getting bites. He caught 2 fish, and we were getting bites for a little bit longer after that. Then it went dead. And it's been dead ever since. I mean, even since we've been here, no bites. Like I said, has caught 1. He has a friend that's further downriver. He's caught 0. I think he had 1 bite earlier this morning. So there was just that window. So maybe the night bite is where it's going to be at. So I'll probably be out here tonight. Probably put on, when I'll probably go home for a little bit later. Go get my battery and put on the lights and hit out maybe at Jones Point, use my surf rods and try to hit some real deep water and cast it out. So hopefully that's the move if it doesn't start picking up here today. Look at that. All the lines are just stagnant. They're not even moving. It's the current. The good thing is at least we don't get snagged here. There's no snags here, so I'm not losing gear. It's always a lot better, at least if I'm going to get skunked or if I'm not going to do that well, I'm not at least losing gear. Earlier, the spot we were at, like I said, it was the current from here to there. I mean, there's current here, but it's nowhere as bad as up there. So the current over there, we were, I mean, don't get me wrong, we weren't getting snagged too bad, but I mean, I lost, what, 4 or 5 rigs? So, but over here, you don't lose any. I mean, I don't think we've gotten snagged here one time. I don't have any wood to knock on right now, but yeah, we haven't got snagged here. Man, I should have brought more drinks.
I got some water bottles.
Look at that. I thought usually I'm fine with 2, but after that hike earlier, I'm telling you, man, this hike that we did earlier to go to this fishing spot.
That's when you had no suit on. So
yeah, I had a suit on too, so I was sweating. It was horrible. Angler, hey, how's it going? Appreciate you coming in. How's it going? But yeah, that hike earlier, I normally don't drink a whole bunch of fluids while I'm out. That way I don't have to go to the bathroom all the time. But let me tell you something. I killed that whole Gatorade because I was hot. I was sweating. Had to carry my 40-something pound backpack a couple miles. I mean, just for us to hike out of there and get out of there and drive over here. It took us forever. I wasn't expecting us to not be live, be offline for a while, but it took a while. So, oh well, it is what it is. But like I said, at least it's a nice day. I'm not losing any gear over here. This spot here, I can bring my cart, so don't even have to carry anything. Just roll it all through. Knock on your head. No snags. Hopefully, look, how about forget a snag? I'll take a snag. Just give me a fish. Because it is slow. I know. There's actually a lot of birds in the water over there, even though they're not going for anything. At first, when we got here, there was tons of birds in the water. I thought there was probably tons of bait fish, but wasn't the case. You can still see the people that are further down. They haven't reeled in anything either. It is slow. It's just slow. I mean, we've tried different baits. We've tried Jello chicken. We've tried mullet. We've tried shad. I got fresh shad. And they're just not biting. I mean, they bit on the mullet earlier. And then, of course, the shad got tore up by by Gar, but that's been about it. So it seems it doesn't matter what bait you have out here. It's just the bite is just not on. So, and then I brought earlier, I brought one of my surf poles this time. That way I was like, look, I'm going back to my roots. I like surf poles, especially on the Potomac. So I was like, I'm going to hit those deeper pockets. I brought the surf pole out here. I'm out there in the channel. Still nothing, even in the deep water. So this one right here, this is my surf pole. It's a 13-foot. It's all the way out in the channel. These two right here, they're casted far out there, but they're not in the channel. So they're considered a little bit more shallow water. And it's a lot calmer water. But even getting my bait all the way out there hasn't made a difference. Oh man, I'm curious, can you edit the settings once you're in here? Microphone. Nah, you can't. What's going on, and where all the fish at? Where are they at? They're coming? Fly tried to come up in my mouth. It was horrible. I might recast the surf pole further out, see if maybe I'll get another pocket. Especially since yours is rolling down.
Also, since the guy left, we could probably try cast some shit down.
You could tell spring's coming back around. We've been fishing out here recently, and there's been no bugs at all when it's been like through these colder months. Today and the last time we came out was the first time where you're out here and there's like bugs everywhere. So that's how you know spring is coming.
Also got to be some big ass carp.
That's not gonna help. Chunky, my thumbnail didn't change. Hey, what does my thumbnail look like? I thought it changed. It got stuck.
I don't know. It was showing the striper.
Bro, it even showed when I did it. It showed. Oh my gosh, Chunky. On my screen, it showed that if it automatically went to that thumbnail, and then I changed it. It showed that it changed it. But do you ever get glitches? I don't know why it was doing this. When I went to go change my thumbnail, the thumbnail goes, oh, failed to upload, and it does that like 5 or 6 times in a row. Oh my God, that is a horrible thumbnail. That is a horrible thumbnail. That's not what I picked. That is so stupid. Does it refresh?
Yeah,
No, it's stuck on it.
Yeah, it's stuck on it.
Why? On my screen, it showed the picture I took. Oh my gosh. And I probably can't even change it now.
Maybe somebody hacked the phone or something.
Hack my phone? Oh my gosh. Chunky, when I went to put my thumbnail up, it kept on saying, oh, failed to upload. And it did that about 5 times. And then it finally showed the thumbnail was changed.
Chunky's back there chilling and changing your thumbnail.
Chunky, you changed my, Anwar said you changed my thumbnail? Yeah, because that thumbnail right there is trash. If I thought it changed, otherwise if I would have known that's what it looked like, I would have definitely not went live, because that is a horrible thumbnail. It was my tripod. I was over there messing with it. Oh my gosh. That is stupid. I don't know why it did that. It showed on my screen it changed. He said, Miles, Chunky, listen, it showed it changed on my screen. I promise you. I'm about to screenshot this thing, swipe, and then send it over to you. I'm telling you, my screen, look, the screen that I took was a nice picture with the background of my poles right here. You see that? It was just like this. Without me without me, this ugly face in the view, but it was my nice pose with the nice scenic background. And then I went live. I was like, oh, okay, that looks good. I went live, and the next thing you know, I was like, because at first, the one that you see right now was the one that it automatically went to. I was like, because I was really quick trying to say, no, don't take a picture. Oh my gosh, it showed on my screen it changed. That's garbage. Well, I'm sorry. You're right. That thumbnail is horrible. Ain't nobody coming in looking at that. How's the bites been? Let me tell you something. This morning, the bites were not bad. As soon as we got out here around 8:45 in the morning was by the time we got done hiking. The bites, as soon as we went live, we had bites going on. 2 fish caught by my buddy Anwar. One was maybe 5 to 8. The other one was 24 to 28, somewhere in that range. We didn't scale them. And then I had a couple bites. I think my bites were gars though. And then ever since then, it's been straight dead. There's been nothing. We changed spots. We got here, about an hour ago, almost 50 minutes ago. Had the lines in the water for 50 minutes and none. He said, Chunky said, I wasted 1 hour of my life going over all the fine details of last night, and for what? Chunky, I promise you, I listened. I don't know what happened. Look, ask Anwar. He's seen it. It said it changed. I don't know. He said, Chunky, you the one, you did it. He said, you did it. I don't know what happened, man. Oh my gosh. You're gonna make me, I'm just gonna have to end this live stream. Look, part 2, end it, restart it back up with a new thumbnail. Forget it. Oh well, we stuck here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it. So, here's what I'll do, Chunky. Like I said, I'm thinking about going out for a night show. So, when I go for a night show, I'm gonna make sure that damn thumbnail is correct. Yeah, Chunky, come on. Hurry up and put the boat in the water. Come up on the shore over here and pick me up. Oh, man. Maybe the boat bite will be better than the shore bite because the shore bite is trash today. And it's not just me, so. He said, I'm not going to share you out for the 3rd time. I don't like you that much. Well, look, that share that you did on my 2nd time, they're like, what is Chunky sharing? It looks like a tripod. Like you said, ain't nobody clicking on that picture. Oh my God. Like I said, it's my first day. I don't know why it glitched. I mean, I picked the picture. It won't happen again. I'm gonna make sure that if it says it didn't upload and it keeps glitching and then it says it uploaded, I'm just gonna cancel it out. That definitely is not happening again.
I'm gonna have to call 1-800-YouTube with this one.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. At least because my first thumbnail worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Let me see what the first one did. The picture I picked, right?
Yeah, the first one was that it showed Joe Sport. First one.
Yeah. Yeah. So the first one I did the picture I selected. I don't know why this one didn't do the picture I selected. Go figure. That's stupid. It wasn't it. It was you that glitched. Chunky always getting on me. Chunky always getting on me. He's like, nah. Chunky, so what's going on? Is it me that's not getting the fish to bite? Is that what's going on? Where the fish at, Chunky? Where I gotta go? I might have to go to my OG spot, right? What do you think? I might have to go to Jones Point. Like I said, if I go over there, I'll probably get some fish. What? Yeah, all the birds are flying up. But see, they're not going after bait, so it's not like there's bait out there. They're just landing in the water. You guys can see the birds up through here. At first, we thought maybe they were going for bait, but G-style fishing was going on. JJ, where's the tide at? The tide is going out right now, according to my boy, according to Anwar. I think the tide goes out low tide 3 o'clock. I think it's like around 3 o'clock low tide. So, but I mean, earlier this morning, the bite was there for a little bit, maybe about 30 minutes, and then it was gone. I mean, it's doing a slow dip. Right across all 3 of my lines. Do you guys see this line going right here across the screen? Hold on. Yeah, here we go. That looks better. Boom. You see that line? Whose line is that? That's his line. This guy done cast out. His weight dragged all the way down river right across all 3 of my lines. Like, come on. He did that earlier too, man. If y'all watched the stream earlier, this man just be casting reckless. And then I'm like, look, we're casting in fast moving current. Why are you using a 1 ounce weight? How much weight are you using on that rod? You using an 8 ounce? Sure, he using an 8 ounce, huh?
Yes, 8 ounce pure.
Yeah, it's an 8 ounce, guys. It's an 8 ounce, but look, it is moving all the way down river. He said that. Oh no, he said high tide was at 11:03. Low tide is at 6:17. What was you looking at, man? Was you looking at cash data? What time is it now, by the way? I don't even know. So it's 1:41. So Jones Point would probably be the good spot to go, because then if low tide is at 6:40, low tide's at 6:40. That means we can hit high tide at Jones Point later tonight. All right, Chunky, that might be the spot. That might be where I'm gonna tear it up. You know what? I probably should have went to my main spot anyways. That should have been my first live stream at my main spot.
I thought today's at 11:35.
Huh?
I thought today's at 11:35.
Are you? Let me see it. What are you looking at? Let me see your phone. Yeah, high tide today was.
He is at 11:35. High tide coming up.
No, so low tide. So he's right. Low tide is at 6:24. Then high tide again is at 11:35 at night.
See, I was right.
No, you was. This guy. Yo, this guy right here, every time we fish together, man. Oh my gosh. So 11:35 at night. I mean, Jones will probably be the spot that I bet you that's gonna be the spot where we're gonna get all the fish. That current is it sure is. I don't know if you just got your bait rolling around in it or what. According to YouTube, this man said, "Nah, my stuff is right according to YouTube." Incoming tide should be popping then, maybe. I mean, we're going out in the low tide. I mean, incoming tide earlier this morning was seemed like it must have been where it was at. So yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. I think when I go live later tonight, I'll probably be out here. I don't know how long I'll be out here for, because we've been out since I got up at like 6:30 this morning and got out to do the hike. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a night show. This is my day to go fishing, so I'm gonna go fishing all day today. It's a nice day, so I'll probably do a night show as well. And we're gonna get some good fish on it today. I don't know. I don't care if it's here. I don't care if it's over at Jones Point. I know if I hit Jones Point, that area is a little bit of a wider portion of the river. Over there, I'm probably gonna use all surf rods. It's gonna be a little bit harder to see, but hey, look, if you see me reeling in a whole bunch of fish, you'll know where my pole's been, because if I'm reeling in a whole bunch of fish. So I have a feeling that might be the spot. I might change out the bait on this one and recast it out into the channel.
I'm thinking maybe once the scenario, if I bring my back in, I'll probably just cast it right there. It was all the way to the left.
That's what I was gonna do with this one. Cast this one to the left. Bro, look at that shit. Talked about not getting snagged here, and then I get snagged. There's something on the bottom.
Yeah, you can get it out.
There's a stick or something. There we go.
It was right there in front of me.
Yeah, it was right there, that rock. Oh, man. Nothing's really been picking on it. So let's try casting all the way into the channel, further down. I almost went on land. You saw that? I almost cast it across the river. My bad.
Okay, that's how you feel.
Yeah, I almost cast it across the whole river. All right, let's move this ground spike. I might have to move my camera. We'll see. Yeah, that current is definitely dragging it. Hopefully it'll drag it right into a fish.
You thought I'm the one that did not know what I was doing.
Is that a bite? current that strong? I can't tell.
The body's not moving. So.
Yeah, I can't tell if the current is that strong or what. That's with an 8 ounce.
Someone said, yo, was casting out went to Mexico.
I was casting to Mexico. Man, that thing was moving big time. So the current is running strong. The current is running strong.
What kind of sinker you got at the 2 ounce?
Anwar's attacking back.
You got a.
He said you got a 2 ounce after that on there after I said that to him?
Yo, you trying to take my head off, bro?
Tried.
What are you doing? Yeah, you almost hit me with the fucking sinker.
I tried, but it didn't work.
Bruh. Yo, I got to book next time. You're not about to see him give me a black eye.
Oh, it's not that close.
Bro, what? I'm like, you cannot see.
How much line did you let out?
I mean, I let a lot of line out. See, they said 2 ounces to Mexico.
2 ounces to Mexico. Man, I might have to put 16 ounces on.
16 ounces, you gotta use a drug to drop that. 16 ounces, I highly doubt you can carry it. You can probably put the cast it up.
I can cast 16.
So Ryan can just buy that, but that's a snap, so give it that.
Yeah, it's going all the way down river. Damn.
I'll be missing out on the track. You out there playing. He's got no pictures.
What?
We got no pictures. You casting.
Well, I mean, if my stuff is not anchoring. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna put on
Another one?
yeah, let's put on another 8 ounce. Let's double it up. 1 pound of weight. I'm gonna anchor on that bottom.
Unless you want to grab the anchor from Chunky. Because Chunky's anchor will definitely keep you well.
Grab Chunky's boat anchor.
Yeah, anchor is anchor, bro. This thing cast out a 45-pound plate.
Cast out a 45-pound plate?
Chunky's going wild.
Who said that?
What's the name? Master Ninja.
Yo, we gonna get it to anchor down. Here goes 1 pound of weight with a head. Boom. You know that's staying down there. That is staying down there. Come on. In the channel.
Catfish fever for the regular fish.
Boom. It's stuck that time. That's what I'm talking about. 1 pound of weight. We'll make it work. That's probably where the big fish are right there. Cast out a 45-pound plate. If we can catch them, we'll knock them out. Look, let me tell you something. We're going to get to the big fish. There we go. The pole's right there. Let me kind of move this a little bit. He said Chunky has to show how to catch these fish. Trust me, ain't nobody catching fish today. Nobody. It's just slow. Let's move this tripod. Chunky needs to lend me a spare boat. I don't know, guys. I'm actually looking at a boat. We'll see what happens. I would like to get a boat. What's going on, Ernie? Any bites yet at the new spot? No bites, 0. Earlier we caught some good fish, but right now, no. We got a total of 4 poles out, 0 bites. This one right here, which is really hard to see, the surf pole. I had to put about what, 16 ounces to get the line to stay out in the current. So I want to see if the big fish are out way back over here on Virginia side of the river in the big current. So I cast it all the way over there with 16 ounces. So we'll see. If you see this one right here go down, it's gonna be hard to see, but you'll see it. If it starts bending, you'll see it over. But if this one bends, it's got a big headpiece with 16 ounces of weight all the way out there in the middle of the current. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out. It is amazing. It is amazing. It is a nice day. Perfect day for fishing. Just not a perfect day for catching. So, because like I said, I heard has only caught 1 so far. So it is slow out here. It is slow. We only got 2. And then a buddy of ours further downstream, he has 0. And he's morning as well. So it is just a bad day, unfortunately. Hopefully the bite turns on later. Masternator, what's up? That's people saying what's going on. Okay. Catfish fever. Hopefully we get a bite. Right now we're using, we have all shad out, and then Anwar is running strawberry jello chicken. He was using mullet, but the mullet was not producing, so he tried to switch it up. He wanted to switch it up and see if the strawberry jello would do anything. So far it hasn't. It's been dead too. We'll see. That one's anchored down there directly in the current, so we'll see if that one gets a bite or not. What's up, Elgato? Appreciate you coming in. How's it going, man? Thank you so much for giving some support. It's been a slow second stream. No fish on this second stream from today. I had to change spots, and we've got 0 so far. Been about an hour, no fish. We'll see how this goes. Probably won't be moving from this spot. I'll be doing one more spot later today, but that'll be towards probably tonight if I get a chance to do it. We're gonna be here for the rest of the day until we leave and kind of go home and relax. So we're probably gonna go home, relax. I gotta go get my battery, stuff like that, and then I might head out to Jones Point for a couple hours and do some night fishing and see if the night bite is any better. Yeah, that's fishing. I mean, look, that's why I said it's a good day for fishing, not catching. Look, we out here fishing though. Look, we're gonna be out here. If they bite, they bite. If not, we're gonna have a good day. We're out here fishing, having fun. I'm just glad to be out the house, you know, and it's not freezing. It's not hot. The hike earlier was horrible. I will say that, but hey, I'm relaxed right now. The only thing that can make it better is these poles start bending. But other than that, I mean, hey, my first live stream, I'm out here talking to you guys, Chunky, and a lot of people have been really nice to share out the live stream to help get people in here to chat with. So that definitely makes it a lot easier. What boat are you looking at? I have a Track Deeps V16 and I love it. So I've been looking at, first I was looking at a center console. And then lately, I don't know what the style of the boat is called, but they're like called Sea Pros. I've been looking at Sea Pros, more of a bigger boat with an inline V8, something a little bit bigger that, you know, even on when the Potomac gets rough, if I want to get out, I can. And then if I want to go out into the ocean, do some ocean fishing, I kind of want something that I'm not trapped on the Potomac. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I want something where I'm not trapped. If I want to go out onto the bay or go out, you know, not real far off out into the ocean, but if I want to go into the ocean, I can. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. You need a yacht. If I had yacht money, I would get one. So, but yeah, the one I was looking at was a C Pro. C Pro. There's a couple of them out here that I've been looking at that are not bad in price, and they got a lot of room in the back to set up a lot of poles. Is that your drag? Did you hear that? I didn't see any of the poles bending though. Ask Chunky for a loan. Chunky, what's up? You'll help fund my boat? I just looked up a C Pro. Those look amazing, man. Live streaming saltwater fishing would be a game changer. Look, so it's not even really about the live streaming and stuff like that. I just want a boat. Like I said, the reason I was looking at the C Pros is because, you know, it's a good boat where I can hit the Potomac River. I can have buddies on the boat, and I could bring people out. And then on top of that, I'm not stuck on the Potomac. Or I want to go ahead and say, look, let's do a trip down to the ocean. I can go down to the ocean, and those things, you can catch tunas on them. Chunky said, I'm dead broke right now. Chunky's about to be rich. He about to go TikTok famous out here, guys. He about to be making all the money. Saltwater's tough on gear. Oh yeah, for sure. It is tough on gear. I've done some saltwater fishing. Yeah, when you every time you're done fishing, you got to rinse your gear off, make sure you clean up the reels, lube them right, and just make sure everything's tip top. Otherwise, they will not last. But I mean, if I do it, obviously I'll have my poles for Potomac River, and then I'll have my deep sea gear, 2 separate gears for if I go out and if I do get a boat like that. Probably won't be this year. I'll probably be looking at something next year, but that's something I'm looking at. I definitely want to get a bigger boat. So yeah, I told you the bugs are coming back out. The bugs are coming back out. Spring is basically here because
Look behind. It's like all up in the air.
oh yeah, look at all of them. You guys can't see it on the screen. Can they see it? You could kind of see them up in there. There's tons of bugs out today. Hundreds of them flying all around. Gosh darn, that's what was flying. That was what was on me earlier. Remember I told you I kept on getting stuff on my neck and stuff? That's what they were. It was those exact bugs. There's tons of them. That's how you look. That's how you know the fish about to start picking back up. You got the bugs coming out. The plants are starting to bloom again. Flowers coming back out. Look, that's how you know you get into that, almost into that springtime. You're about to get the bite back. So we'll see. Oh man. But hopefully we'll see how the bite turns out the rest of the day. What's going on? Oh man, no, I will be doing some of the gold hunting here soon. It's definitely you got to get your hands wet in the water a lot. So, I've been kind of waiting for the warmer water to come in, or the temps to come up a little bit. They have, because I mean, even when you're using a metal detector, you kind of got to get stuff wet and kind of get the gold all washed off. I mean, you don't have to, but I like to. So, but the gold hunting trips will be posted soon. I guarantee it. I know Chunky will probably you'll probably see Chunky do a gold video with me. We're gonna get Chunky a gold nugget. Him and his son. We're gonna go out. I'm gonna get Chunky's son his first gold nugget. We're gonna go out there and do some gold videos. I promise you. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I know where there's some gold at. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every year, the rivers change. The way the water goes. So, I mean, sometimes, you might go last year and have a good spot for gold, and then you go back out and it's completely changed. So that's one thing that people don't really think about when they go fishing. So a lot of people don't see on a main river, right? The main rivers are the same as the creeks. And a lot of gold people know this. Sometimes you might do well one year in a fishing spot. The rivers and creeks change every year. Storms wash up stuff and they change the structure of the bottoms of the creeks and rivers. So just because you do a killer job one year in one spot does not mean it's going to be the same next year. I'll tell you that. I mean, like the banks will change. The way that the land masses are set up will change, and over time they'll change completely. It's the same thing, like I said, with gold. You see it the most because, I mean, sometimes you'll have a whole bunch of gold in one spot right after a big rain and you have a lot of flooding. You'll go back out, the gold is not there anymore, or sometimes it filled up even more. It varies. What's up, Doug? The count is only 2 on the first live stream. This live stream 0. You never know what will happen on the first trip out. Yeah. So, Doug, we only had two. We only had two so far. Two fish. So far, this spot, 0. No bites. It is dead. And we got 4 rods out. My 3 right here. This one is a little bit hard to see. It's the surf pole. That's why I'm gonna have to do a wrap for that pole to make it. I'm gonna got some paints. I'm gonna paint it and probably wrap it. Do a chunky style rod because, man, I don't want to get rid of my surf poles. I like casting far, but they are just not visible. I mean, this one right here is the Whisker Seeker and it has the orange on it, but I mean, that one is a little bit more visible than this one. I mean, you could barely see this rod here. You can see it down at the bottom because of the background. But I mean, obviously my Hellcat, you can see the most. But yeah, the goal is I'm gonna be changing that up. Yeah, the water should be heated up. I mean, I don't know. We haven't got any bites. Have you seen anybody else get any bites? Have you talked to your boy? Yeah, we got a friend fishing. We just hit him up to see if the bite is picking up over there, but yeah, nothing. I don't know. You tell me. Where should we go? Like I said, I'm probably gonna go to Jones Point later tonight. I'm gonna do some night fishing for sure. Cause I'm definitely not gonna stay out here and with only 2 fish. We gotta get something good. What's going on, Potomac River Monsters? Appreciate you coming in, man. Like I said, this is my first day live streaming, so I had to take some notes from Chunky on what to do. I already messed up. Chunky gave me all these instructions, even though when it said it worked, it didn't work. My picture is a horrible thumbnail. It said it changed, but guess what? It did not. It's horrible, guys. That is not the thumbnail I picked. I swear I would not put that junk up there, but yeah, man, I don't know what happened. Look, it said thumbnail changed, and on my screen it showed this nice, beautiful picture of the water background with my rods, and then next thing you know, people are like, yeah, your thumbnail is a picture of your tripod. I'm like, gosh damn it. It said it changed, but it did not. It tricked me. The first live stream, it let me pick it. This one, it did not. I don't know what happened. Maybe bad service. I have no idea. Man, it is dead. I might have to just switch up baits here in a little bit and refresh and stuff. Keep on wasting all this good shad for no fish. It's horrible. So, but man. Doug, you out fishing today? Are you getting out or are you gonna stay in? I mean, it's an amazing day, but I mean, from what I'm hearing, I mean, not just us. Bite is not on, but we have somebody a little bit further down than us that I can still see. He hasn't reeled in 1 fish yet. So I don't know what's going on with the bite. Maybe they're further downstream or something, because Fletcher's area and above Fletcher's, there's only been not that many fish. We're gonna have to go back over towards the 4 Mile area. You're trying to, man? Yeah, man. I don't know. He said, get ready for some monsters. Look, I'm telling you, that's what we went to the monster spot earlier. We couldn't set up where we wanted to, but it was a known monster spot, and there was just nothing. It was nothing. I mean, we caught 2 fish, but I mean, we didn't get skunked. So, I mean, at least we didn't get skunked. Look, I'm telling you, I actually had a good thumbnail. I don't know what happened. When I did the upload, you know how you click, upload the thumbnail? On my screen, the first 2 times when I clicked it, it said failed to upload, like I had no service, but I had full bars. The 3rd time it said it did it, and on my screen, it showed the thumbnail. Then, of course, I go live, and y'all are saying that it was my tripod. He said, you got some shad? Man, look, I've been wasting shad. Me and Chunky were just talking about we're going to have to go get more shad because I'm out here using up shad, not catching no fish. At this rate, I might as well. If the bite is not going to be on, I need to be using eel. I'd rather waste eel than my shad. I'm kind of disappointed I'm using all this shad up. But it is what it is. I got primo bait with no bites. We already changed up one of the baits. Anwar took his bait out not that long ago, put some Jello chicken on just to try to do something different, and that's not even getting no bites. He said he's about to reel it back in and put mullet on. I'm about to switch up my bait here in a second. I might as well just at least. I mean, I got some of this fish over here that's just been sitting in the sun because it's so hot out here. Might as well switch it up. Look at that, my bait fell off right there. Yeah, darn, look at all that trash. You're putting mullet back on? That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to put a smaller tail piece on this one. Damn, look at all that trash that came up. I mean, that's good. All the moss and stuff is growing back down there. Good for the ecosystem. I hate reeling all that stuff back in though.
I'm not here fishing for that.
I know, I'm not fishing for that, so. I'm gonna keep that one in. Try to keep it out that channel. So there's so many of these bugs. Now there's so many rocks when you're reeling in right here, this ledge. Look at all this leaves. Gosh darn. You see all that?
Yeah, here messing up the ecosystem.
Look, pulling up moss. Look at all this moss and leaves and stuff off the bottom. Probably the bait's all stuck under that stuff. Probably why not even getting no bites. It's all trapped underneath all the moss. I got the float, so it's not like my bait's on the bottom. All right, fresh bait.
Oh, it's the boat coming up.
Oh yeah, I see that boat.
I just cast it.
Oh, your shit is on top of the water too. Damn. Did it catch it? Nah, I don't think you got it. Your line went down quick enough. Damn, you saw that? Some of the line whiplash a little bit. I think I lost my bait. It broke off, but it was snagged up a little bit from the last time I went in. Look at those waves coming in now.
Well, hopefully that was a good thing.
You said what?
Hopefully that was a good thing.
Yeah, hopefully he moved the fish around since he came in that hot. That'd be good if he moved them all around. Damn, your line already moved down too. Look at it. Man, you saw that? The line is digging right in the middle from when I had that snag earlier. I told you that's why I should not have pulled on it. Because that braid will dig into it. It's only that one spot though. And your line's going all the way across all my lines. Look at that. Man.
That just move it back out?
Huh?
That move it back out?
I mean, I don't know. Your lines are going like straight across. Look, you're straight across right on shore, bro. You definitely need to yeah, bro, you need to reel that in.
I need one of those 55-pound plates.
That's why I had to double up. If you're gonna hit into the channel, you gotta have heavier weight. Come over here. You gotta come, what are you doing? You're gonna reel right into my line.
I got you.
It's about you got me. What do you mean? What you mean you got me? You about to literally reel right into this guy. Oh.
Yeah, I got you.
Hit that ledge, didn't you? There's a ledge right there. Stuck, aren't you? I told you. There you go. You just gotta reel over that ledge. There's like something right there. Bro, you try to kill Yo, I know we got, oh man, I hope that was on the live, bro. I hope that was on the live. That's all I can say. Oh my God. I hope that was on the live. That's all I can say, bro. If I got that on the live,
oh man,
this man almost killed himself on the live stream.
Almost gave a second time.
He almost hooked himself right in the face on a whiplash.
Hey, what if I see one of your cigarettes? You got a lighter one or?
A lighter one?
Yeah, like just only running like 8 ounces.
I'm only got 8 ounces. I got there's a 5 ounce. No, there's a 6 ounce in there. But why are you gonna go down the current? I mean, unless if you're casting in the current, you're not gonna go down. Yeah, you definitely aren't gonna go down with the current the way it is. This guy, oh my gosh. Oh my God. He said maybe it's best he holds the camera. My man almost, I don't know if that got caught on the stream, but he got snagged like right here somewhere. And I was like, what are you doing? You crossed all my lines. And then he gets snagged, and the way he yanked it, it finally like unhooked, and he almost hit himself in the face. Like, I was like, oh my God, this man tried to kill himself. Oh my gosh. Now he's going the double weight. He's trying to do the 16 ounces like I did. He's like, man, I got to anchor down. I'm just, because let me tell you something. The current is just moving. I'm using 8 ounces of weight. It's moving. And if you hit out there, luckily, like I said, there hasn't been. I mean, even when he got snagged, he got his stuff right back. I mean, so we never got snagged here before, but now we're getting snagged. But at least we're not losing our stuff. So that's the good thing. Yeah, I casted 16 ounces, but you better not whip it too hard. Otherwise, you'll break the tip of your rod, because your rod's not rated for 16. It's only rated for like 12 or 10. Plus, you got that big bait.
This is not a big bait, sir.
You got a whole tail on there.
That's not a big bait.
Talking about he ain't got a big bait. He got a whole tail on there, probably about that big. About that big. Talking about it ain't a big bait. He's casting about 20 some ounces out into the river. There you go. That should anchor down for sure. It's still dropping? I mean, there's a deep hole. Yeah, no, this man didn't almost hook himself casting. He almost hooked himself trying to get a snag undone. Yanking the snag out, he almost whiplashed it out the water right into his neck. He said, oh, it's stuck. Oh, boom, and then it just popped off. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at the stream later to see if you can see it going, whoo, just flying out. All I know is every time all I see in my stream is I see this man's line going straight down here, even when he put 16 ounces of weight. He's gonna have to fish on this side of me. Whatever, at least we're not getting jammed up on each other, so. Fish ain't biting anyways. There's no fish. No fish at all. They're gone. Yo, at least you didn't hit yourself. That's all that matters. Yo, that was a close one. I'm telling you, I wish you could have seen it. It was so close. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I got to run my GoPro all the time around this man.
Oh, you said with that one time.
I won't bring up that fire situation. I won't bring up that fire situation. We won't even talk about that on the stream. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this man is a safety hazard.
Yeah, he's a safety hazard, guys. Let me tell you something. You fish with this guy, just expect that you might get hurt. That's all I can say. But my man always comes through. Look, on the way there, because I had to carry the camera equipment and everything like that earlier, I had a 40-something, 50-pound backpack on. But he came through, he carried the chair for me. Oh, he said it's definitely on stream. Yeah, it's on stream. That's like whipping out the water. Oh man, that's gonna be on a fail video right there. That's gonna be on a. Luckily, you can't see. He's lucky though. You can't see him in the stream. I don't know if you could have seen him in the stream when he was yanking on it. You can only see probably the line whiplashing out the water. That's all you can see. It just as it released and flew right out, almost busted him. Almost busted him right in his head. Oh, I mean that because I don't know. It was barely hanging. I don't know what was it hanging on to. A branch? What was it? It was hanging on a ledge, but it was not like It was not a rock. It might have been somebody's old fishing line, and it popped or something. They said we saw it. They said they saw it. Oh man.
The fish threw that shit back out.
Fish said, "Oh, you want fish out here?" He grabbed on the line and held it from him, and it waited for him to angle it towards his head, and he let it go. Tried to bust him in his face. Oh man. Like I said, we haven't lost no rigs though. That's all that matters. We got only snagged twice, but no rig losses. This area is pretty good for not getting snagged. So at least being that we did get snagged, we didn't lose any rigs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, the fish was holding it. He said, I got this guy. I'm gonna slingshot it back to him. He said he's gonna keep on pulling, and as soon as he pulls harder, I'm just gonna let go. And he tried to bust him in his head. I'll let Anwar tell you a story about that from Jones Point. You want to tell people what happened at Jones Point, Anwar? Nah, he doesn't want to tell that story. He doesn't want to tell it. I guess maybe we'll tell it later when we're at Jones Point. Maybe some other day.
Save that for like a second stream.
Save it for my second stream.
Yeah,
Our famous catfishing stories of people getting busted up while catfishing. Look, that bird is back.
That bird come down and take your GoPro.
There's a big bird. I'm talking about, there was earlier these people walking around with this little dog. This bird is huge. It's a vulture, but if he wanted to, he could pick up a little dog and just fly right off. It's a monster. Oh man. What's up? Any fishing reports? Anybody catching any fish? What's going on? Anybody saying anything? Gosh, man. It is dead. Oh look, there goes a hawk now. Or it's not, that's an eagle. A lot of birds out today, a lot of big birds. I wonder if there's like I wonder why they're all flying over there. Must be something dead in the forest. So man, first live stream on a slow day after a popping weekend, guys. I'm talking about everybody was catching monsters this past weekend. 35s, 40. I know Ernie was in here earlier. Ernie caught a 35 pounder yesterday. He caught other fish too, but the biggest was 35 pounds. Who else? Richard Montano caught a 40. And then on Saturday, I don't know the guy's name. Why can't I think of his name? He's been in the chat before, but a 77 pounder, not even 2 miles downstream from here. So, and then of course come out on the best day of the best day of this weekend, one day later, and it's trash.
Yo, this shit was a video. He was a good one.
Huh?
He was on there. I'm watching it now.
You watching it? Are you in the video? Oh man, I'm gonna put that on TikTok. That's going. You're lucky they only gonna see you in 720p because I don't got the GoPro on because it's putting too much weight on. God. Yeah, guys. So Chunky warned me these ring lights. They go to a little attachment. It kind of goes down slim like this, and where it attaches, Chunky said he's had problems in the past of it breaking. And let me tell you, like after one little trip, it was a pretty good hike. But I mean, the weight put on, it's got it loose. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and like weld it on and get it all sealed up. But right now it is definitely loose. So to make it not wobble as much, I got like a rubber band kind of like putting pressure on it. But yeah, after one trip out here, I mean, I've used it other days for just filming and testing before my first live stream today. But yeah, it's already cracked. So I'm gonna have to do a chunky JB Weld markup on it. God darn, these bugs are everywhere. You ain't getting none of the bugs on you?
Nope.
They keep flying all into my face. There's tons of them out here. You see that guy must have broke his rod. He just left his rod there. You ain't see the piece of the rod? We're gonna have to pick that up and throw it in the trash. This guy was fishing out here earlier. I think maybe he broke his rod or somebody else before him. But yeah, we'll have to bring that out. Throw it in the trash can. Maybe if they got good eyes on them, I'll take the eyes off the rods, use them for another project or something. That's one thing I see people do all the time. Like they'll break rods, they'll get rid of them. Sometimes, look, if you have more than one of the same rod and you break it, take the eyes off, take the the guides, take the guides off the rod. Because I mean, look, I've broken guides on rods. You need a ceramic, depending on the type of rod that you got. I mean, some of the rods, if you're using a catfishing rod, they're the all metal guides. But if you have other poles, like the one here, my surf pole, we have ceramic guides. So if sometimes the ceramic guides will break out. So if you got another pole that breaks, take off those guides. That way you can reuse them for another project. I mean, even your metal guides, something could happen. You never know. So I'll definitely save parts off of rods. Hit play? Oh, because you got it on here? Oh, man, let's see this. He went back to his video of him almost busting himself. I got to watch this real quick. Oh, yep, you're in the video. Oh, my gosh. You were right there in the video. How close did it come to your face? Could you tell on the video how close it came? Oh, my gosh, you're just like this. And then you start putting a lot of pressure and it start coming loose on something.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's people like
I think it was old. Oh, dang. And then you duck down like.
Of course. What do you think? I'm waiting. You got to stay waiting.
Oh, man. They got the whole thing. Oh, man. That's going to be definitely a little blooper right there. So, oh guys, it is slow today. 2 fish only. It has been dead. I've heard other people out fish and nobody's doing good. So it is what it is. First live stream, you can't debate. You can't tell when the fish are gonna be out and when they're not gonna be out. So I went live. I decided to finally do it. We got some good weather, and I've been talking about it for a while, especially fishing with Chunky, doing his live streams. And I was like, I'm just gonna go live, do my first one, see how it goes, and it is what it is. So, like I said, at least this morning was. I will admit, this morning doing the hike, I was a little bit blown because that hike was a lot more than I expected. On the Maryland side of Upper Potomac, we did maybe about 2.5 mile hike, and it wasn't the hike that was bad, it was the terrain that made it horrible. I mean, you're climbing over waterfalls and rocks, and it was horrible. They said that you hit the matrix on that bait.
Oh yeah, of course.
Telling Doug to come get some shad
Before you use it all.
before I use it all. Hey, look, Chunky was talking about we need to go out and try to go hit the spot, use our cast net. So, I mean, what's crazy is there's no shad running up here right now. All the shad are running Lower Potomac. At least from what I'm seeing people catching them. What's your pole doing? Is that the current? Uh-oh, we might actually have a bite, and of course it's not on one of my rods. So if that's the case, then mullet is the killer today because all the fish we caught have been on mullet. All these right here, these 3 got all shad. He had mullet on earlier, went to strawberry jello chicken. Now he's back on mullet when we refresh baits. And it looks like it could be a bite. Like, that's not the tide. That's not the current. You see it, right? He's definitely got a fish playing with his. Hopefully we'll see what happens. What's up, man? Where's my bites? Maybe I got to go mullet. Maybe mullet's where it's at. What's going on, Fat Boy Eric? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. You're coming into a slow stream. There ain't no fish. At least on this second one. Our earlier one today we caught 2, but like I said, I've heard it's the Potomac all around today. It's just not a good day, but we're out here. Hopefully you guys are getting some type of entertainment. My buddy, he almost busted himself in the head for you guys after he got snagged. It whiplashed out. If you want to see that, go back about 5-10 minutes and you'll see him almost bust himself in the face. Fish can't pick up that weight. Let me tell you something. Look, if they're swimming out there, look, let me tell you something. Anwar got on a big bait. So, and then the one that I casted out was 16 ounces. It's a big bait too. So I have 3 rods. You can't really see this one here. It's black, so it's hard to see. Like I said, I'm gonna be painting the rods, but I have 1 big bait out, 2 small baits. So if this rod here, the one that I put 16 ounces on to hold into the current, gets hit, it's only gonna be a big fish. It's not gonna be a small fish. So, you know, same thing with his. He only likes going for bigger fish now. He's looking for new PBs. Yeah. Earlier, we were running 8 ounces earlier. Even the 5-pound fish picked up that 8 ounce. I mean, we have to use heavier weights out here right now to keep into that current because the stream the river is moving, but we'll see. You must have a guard messing with that thing. Oh, it's pulling down hard now. Yo, are you gonna do something? Your pole's bending halfway over. It's either that or you got a log stuck to your rod. I mean, it could be like some tree branches or something. I don't know, because it wasn't like a real takedown. It was kind of a bend over. You feel anything?
Just with the current, bro. I don't know, current out here moving out a whole 16 ounces.
16 ounces, but that thing had your rod bent halfway over. How was the current going to do it like that? I mean, I got 16 ounces on this one in the channel, and it's not bending my rod over like that. So it must be just something messing with it. Put it back down there. Tighten up the line. You know the line that you casted over 2 of my rods.
Sir, first of all, I have 69 standards, so if you
This man got his line going across 2 of my lines right here. Like, come on, man.
So how is that my fault then?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Come on, boy, you gotta give me a little bit of credit, man. Come on.
Yeah, you do got 16. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
There, so maybe I need to add another 8 ounces. Who knows?
We'll go 24 ounces. Oh my God, these rods are dead, even with brand new bait. Are you feeling anything? He's holding his rod right now, so that's why we're just trying to see if it was the current. I mean, his rod was bent like, you know, straight up flagpole. It went like this, like almost halfway over, but it was not like a boom boom type bend over. It was just like a slow. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't see your line moving now.
I don't see it either. But it's kind of crazy because I cast it out that way, like I always do. It's 8 ounces and then an additional 8 ounces, that's 16.
Yeah, 16 ounces.
So how did 16 ounces went from there to here?
Well, I mean, because it's nothing but slick rock on the bottom, I think. I don't think that there's a lot of spots for it to really grip down. I think that's what's going on. Do we have flatheads? Yeah, we do have flatheads over here. So there are flatheads. You got a better chance a little bit further upriver for where we were earlier, but there are flatheads in this area. So. And you see those leaves. There must be a lot of leaves down there. We were having that problem where we were at earlier. It could be a whole bunch of like grass and leaves getting stuck on your line, helping move the weight down. I bet you that's what it is.
But we told me 16 ounces. 16 ounces is not some lightweight.
I mean, yeah, 16 ounces is not light. But you see, I got this one on 16, and it was straight out at first, and now it stopped over there. So it's been holding up there for quite a while now. It hasn't moved from that location at all since earlier. So it's been doing pretty good. Oh man. Any other reports? Anybody doing anything? He must have caught a 90 pounder. He can't chat. Howdy, how's it going? Appreciate you coming in. How's it going? Oh man, it's slow over here. If you just came in, we caught 2. Haz is on the move, Chunky said. So he's moving. Yeah, Chunky, I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, my goal is to fish all day anyways. If I don't catch anything, it is what it is. Like I said, we caught 2 fish earlier. I'm gonna be out here. It's just an amazing day. I got the day off. I'd rather be doing this than working. So I mean, it's not like I have work today anyways, but I'd rather be out fishing. So we're gonna fish, and then worst case scenario, I'm gonna go get the battery for later, and we're gonna do some night fishing. So yeah, we'll do some night fishing. Luckily, I can light up the area, so I mean, hopefully we catch some good fish over there. If we do, maybe the nighttime bite is where it'll be at. And what's crazy is that area, I mean, look, the river moves fast over there, but what? I got the sun right there too. But like I said, I mean, the goal is maybe the nighttime bite is where it's going to be at. It might just be a nighttime bite day. We'll see.
So you got 1 more left. I can see pick up some more from the store.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to go to pick up some different bait. Get some eel or something. But I really don't think it's the bait. I think it's just the bite's just not on. Yeah, there's no fish. I mean, because you already see Haz is out there. He's I'm hearing that he's not doing anything, so it's just a day. It is what it is.
Out here, use 16 ounce. We ever use 16 ounce.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're using 16 ounces of weight on some of these poles to hold into the deeper water, and we're still struggling. So this pole right here has 16 ounces. Then Anwar over here to my left, this way to my left, facing towards you. You're right. He's running 16 ounces because I can't really tell if you can see. Yeah, you can see the water moving back kind of like right through here on Virginia side. The Virginia side is where the channel is. So that's why I brought at least one surf pole out over here so that way I can hit the Virginia side where the channel is, the deeper water. Because normally during the summer when the fish are biting, those big boys are in that channel. So if you're on this side, you got to hit that. You got to hit that channel. So and if you can't, it's harder to cast into the channel from the shorter with the shorter poles. Appreciate you coming in, Grace. Yeah, no problem. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming in. Oh, look, they got one over there. Finally, your first fish come out. Yeah, a little small one. And they've been there for a while, so somebody just caught a little small one, maybe about that big right over there. Finally, some bites. We just freshened up baits. But that's a small fish, so maybe they got real baby. Maybe they got like real small hooks on. So I don't know, but I mean that's only one fish. How long they've been there for a while. We've been live for an hour and 51 minutes, and they've been there for at least a good hour and 20 and only caught one. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They got out here like around the time we go. So I mean, it's just a trash day. It is what it is. So I'm not worried about moving. We just refreshing baits. I definitely don't feel like pulling out any more bait for later. So what I got here now is what we're gonna be using at Jones Point. So I definitely don't want to keep on wasting bait and refreshing it for no reason if the fish aren't biting. What you think, Chunky? Should I just keep on wasting the shad and cutting it up more and just keep on trying? I mean, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not feeling just keep on wasting bait and taking off good pieces and throwing it back out, because if they were here, like we talked before, if the fish are there and biting, they're there and biting. So you're not gonna, I don't know, I just have a feeling even if I put on some we just refreshing baits maybe about what, 15 minutes ago. So I don't know. I feel like there's no point of refreshing it again already. So that's just my opinion. I mean, hey, who wouldn't be happy? Caught a fish. Yeah, we had some gar. I had some gar earlier. Yeah, and then over here, I don't think that we're getting any bites. I don't think there's any gar. I mean, it's just we've had a lot of current moving our rods, but other than that, it's just been dead here. And we're like around Fletcher's right now. So when we moved, when we went to Fletcher's, and the bite has not been on. I don't know where the fish are. That's why we're thinking about we'll fish out here for a little bit longer, maybe go home, go get the batteries, and then do a night trip. That's what we're thinking, doing a night trip. Maybe the fish will be biting towards later tonight. So that's probably the goal right there. Because my goal is I'm gonna try to get some good fish today. I mean, at least get something. I want a 30 plus at a minimum. But it's slow. Where are you about to go, Haz? You about to go back alive, or are you done for the day? The wind's picking up. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to glue the hell out of this rig when I get home. You see it? Look, it's got my camera bouncing around. God darn. Chunky was right. Because you see, now it's really starting to affect me because the wind's blowing. Might put another rubber band on here to see if it helps tighten it down. we go. Let's see if that keeps it still. That's better, but now you can't see the tips of the rods because of the way it bent. Sorry, guys. Chunky warned me about these tripods. My tripod is acting stupid. It's flimsy around where the light connects, and just like he said it would, it's breaking. So look at that. God darn. Whatever. There we go. Yeah, man, that's horrible, bro. I'm gonna have to. Boom. There we go. Your bait didn't move too much from when you casted it out there.
Except for that one time that
Yeah. Your bait's holding up now though with the 16. But it's not helping with any fish. It's not helping with fish. I know the tripod was still in the thumbnail. Now this, look, my tripod, look guys, my tripod must have hacked my phone. Let me tell you something, because my phone said that it switched the thumbnail. Next thing you know, everybody was like, because look, when I first did the live, it was like, oh, going to take a picture, 3, 2, 1, and really quick it took a picture. And before I went live, I was like, nah, different thumbnail. And I did upload thumbnail, and it said, okay, first 2 times it had failed to upload, and then it finally uploaded and said it was good to go. So on my screen, before I hit the live button, I had this beautiful picture of the rods in the back. It was looking amazing, and I was like, all right, yeah, that looks great. Go live. Next thing you know, Chunky comes in talking about, man, who's gonna click on your live video with a picture of your tripod? I said, really? That's what it's still up there? Yo, this tripod is haunting me today. Oh my gosh. Got a picture of my tripod in my in my little thumbnail, and then now the tripod over here breaking up. Chunky warned me about it though. Chunky said that these tripods break up like that, so I gotta take the little piece off. I'm gonna go ahead and salt, like basically JB weld it down, get it secure. I mean, like I said, it's holding up right now, but you can see like with the wind coming, it makes it wiggle, because it's not as, even if I tighten it, it doesn't tighten. I mean, because it's like starting to crack a little bit. Cheap thing. Like, let's see if I tighten it up a little bit more, does it move? See, I can't even tighten it. Yeah, tripod's still in the show. I can't even tighten it down. That's as tight as it goes, and it's still moving, because like I said, Chunky was right. They start to crack. I was putting too much weight on it on that 2 mile something hike we did. Piece of junk. Oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and as soon as we get home, probably I won't do it tonight before the next live stream, but once I'm done with that one tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this thing up and make sure that it's nice and solid and nothing's moving. So make sure maybe I'll put the problem that we were talking about before too is the way it kind of comes down to the main tripod. It's kind of skinny. Maybe I'll put something in between to kind of like help level it out a little bit better too. There's no bites, man. Is your buddy still out fishing?
Yeah, he said he got one, but he got caught up underneath on the back.
Yeah, so he didn't pull it in. Man, so I know Has said he's moving. I wonder where he's gonna go to. What is that in the river right there?
I think it's a log, but it came from here.
That's a log?
Looks like it.
Huh. I didn't even see that come down. Well, man, oh man, what's the game plan? What time is it now? 2:44. What time you want to hit Jones tonight? Because you say you got to go home too, right?
Yeah, I just got to go over and eat and probably add some layers, and I should be good to go. I don't really want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna add layers or not. I'm gonna bring my suit out there just in case, but I don't know, because at the early, I'm finally still feeling better. I was hot earlier. So what time you want to leave here? Roll.
It's 2:46.
So wait till like another hour and 20 minutes. Leave around 4 o'clock, chill out for a little bit, and then come back. Because what time was high tide? High tide was like 11 something. So we could hit high tide over there.
Yeah, we could probably get to Joe's around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. If you think that's okay with 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I think that's our game plan, guys. So we're gonna fish for like another hour, 20 minutes. We're gonna be out here talking with you guys, see if we get any good fish. If not, we'll be here just fishing. And then what we'll do is later tonight, I got the lights set up. I'm gonna go out and hit probably Jones Point area. Hopefully on the pier if somebody doesn't have it. If not, I mean, I got my cart set up, so it doesn't matter. But if I hit the pier, I'll probably run 7 to 8 rods. So I have a whole bunch of rods out there. We'll see how it goes. Try to get a whole bunch of rods way out into the deep portion and see what we catch. Do some long casts. That always helps us with the surf rods. When we go out there, you get out in that deeper water, you always kill it. You do really well usually, especially if the bite's on. So we'll see what happens. But we'll fish here for what, another hour and 20 minutes, something like that. So 4. We'll give it some time. Maybe the bite will turn on. Got a lot of seagulls out today. I think it wasn't. They said it was supposed to rain tonight. What time is it supposed to rain?
I don't see it rain.
Okay, so I mean, maybe it changed. Hey guys, anybody in the chat right now? I'm curious. Like I said, it's my first live stream. I know that the camera's moving because of the wind now, but I'll fix that later. How does the mic sound with the wind coming on now? Because our first live, there was no wind earlier this morning. Now the breeze is picking up quite a bit. My boom mic is moving around a lot, so I'm curious. How does it sound? Does the sound good, or can you hear the wind? Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Help me improve for you guys. Yeah, it's gonna be windy there for sure. That's what I'm curious. I want to know how it sounds. I want to know if this wind right now is making it so that you can hear it real loud, or is my mic doing what it's supposed to do and canceling it out? Like I said, any feedback would be greatly appreciated. If you could let me know in the comments. Let me know. Can you hear the wind right now? You hear that woodpecker? He's over there chomping. He's over there pecking the hell out that tree. It's good, Gold. Thank you, Fat Boy. Appreciate it. All right, well, that's good. I mean, look, I bought a better mic. I have, what is this? One of the Rode mics on here. So it comes with its own little, what do they call it? The deck hats. Yeah, so, I mean, if it's actually getting pretty windy, so I'm surprised that you guys don't hear anything. So that's good. That's real good. I'm happy. So overall, my first live stream, the only thing I really need to change is I just got to fix this this light, because like I said, every time it gets real windy, that's when you see I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Hopefully you can't, but that's when the camera's moving a little bit. So Chunky was right. He told me it was gonna break, and it did. It didn't even last but 2 days, but the ring light itself is attached to the tripod on a little point that gets screwed in, and it's still screwed in, but that thing is already loose. Like, it's screwed all the way down, but it's just flimsy now. So I'm gonna go ahead and JB weld it on later tonight. Man, it feels so good out. It's a nice day, guys. It just, I mean, even though we're not catching fish, it's a great day to be outside fishing. I actually, if I wasn't fishing right now, another thing I'd be down to do, it's actually a good day to be out gold hunting. It just feels wonderful. So it's a great day. No movements. I don't know. I got a feeling it's gonna be. I bet you the bite's gonna be on at night. Jones Point's where it's gonna be at night. That nighttime fish. Watch. And if Jones Point's busy, you know what we could do? if we go over there and people are at Jones Point, let's just go hit Georgetown area. Either one of those spots. Both of those are good nighttime spots. That's true. Every time we've gone there at night, either one of those spots, we've killed it. So we'll go to one of those spots. Worst case scenario, we just got to see nice days like this. You gotta have multiple spots because people they're fishing everywhere. Like we came over here earlier, there was a guy already here. Luckily, he only had one rod, so he didn't mind us setting up because there's this little beach area. It's pretty big, but definitely a lot of people out here enjoying the weather and getting out and doing outdoor activities. A lot of hikers out today. There's a trail behind us. There's been people hiking with their dogs all day long. A lot of people out here fishing and just getting outdoors. So yeah, the bugs are out, so all the birds are extremely active today. There's been like tons of bugs. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see the birds in the background. They're a little bit too much over there. Yeah, they're a little bit further down, but there's tons of birds out today. At first, the way they were swimming over the water, we thought there must have been a lot of bait fish, but they're just hanging out. They're not going for any fish. Because the way they were coming down, I was like, man, the bait must be running hard. Maybe that's where we need to be casting, but cast over there. But they were over here for a minute, then now they're over there. They're not catching anything, so. Oh man, let's see. What's going on? You gonna use more than one rod later?
I mean, if you want 7, 8, I'll just
Nah, we could fit like 12 poles on that pier.
I mean, yeah, but
Run like 12 rods.
But if you get tangled up, then you know what I'm saying.
We don't ever get tangled. We barely get tangled over there.
I guess I thought I was always crossing your lines. So
well, you cross my lines. All right, let me rephrase that. My man this guy always crossing lines, but.
So if we have 12, if you have 12 poles, and you got 11, I only put one, and I cross all 11 poles.
Yeah, you better not cross all 11. Hold on. I missed a chat. What'd they say? Definitely listen to Chunky about securing the tripod. Yeah. Chunky knows. He warned me about the tripod. How's it going? So he warned me about the tripod. The tripod already, like I said, where the ring light connects to the main tripod, already cracking up, and it's not even lasting. That's what making it not that stable. Luckily, it's not that bad, but definitely after this trip, I won't be able to do it before the night trip because it'll take too long to seal. But I am gonna be gluing this thing up. JV welding it up so it doesn't move. So, but other than that, for my first day live streaming, everything else seems to be holding up. All the other modifications that I've made to my tripod are all doing really good. I have no other complaints. That's the only complaint I have. I mean, yeah, see, this is holding up. My battery packs, I have my battery packs on like these little holders, so they're holding up to my tripod really well. Nothing else is really, no other complaints that I could think of. Oh, she busted her leg. But other than that, everything's been good. You could tell when spring's about to come around, like with you see all the bugs and all the birds out. There's so many birds out today. Last few times that we've been out here, there's been like no birds at all. The warmer temperatures definitely got everything moving around. I'm surprised the fish aren't moving today. What's crazy is all last week, right? The weather was hot, the weekend was cold, and that's when everybody caught all the good fish during the cold weekend. What's up with that? And then the first day warmed back out here. Maybe those last 2 days the water was warm, and those last 2 days got the water temps down. That's the only thing I could think of. I wonder what the water temps were over the weekend compared to today. But I mean, it's been hot all morning, so you would have thought that the water temps would have jumped up quite a bit. So I don't know. I might just reel one in and cast it out there in a different location here in a minute. Definitely not gonna change my bait. I'm gonna save up all the primo bait for later. I don't know if Haz is in here. Did he go live again, or hopefully he's on some fish. Hopefully somebody finds the fish. Is he back live? Dang. I need some good reports. I need somebody to get on the fish today. Where did that boat go? That's the question. I wonder, is he in the rapids where, you know, where I told you about? Man, but it's hard to anchor a boat like that up there. I couldn't tell. Did he have fishing gear?
I saw one full lean on the side.
Oh man. I mean, that pole's kind of angling there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll cast a couple down this way. With the rock there, we can't cast too many going that way. Plus, I can't set the tripod up facing that way with all the sun that's coming from right there. So those guys only caught that one. They haven't caught any more since then.
We pretty much everything. We got everything like that. This is like being yours to like all the other side. Like,
But that's what I was saying. Maybe I'll try to cast one out and hit a different spot in the water, see if it makes a difference.
so we literally got everything covered up. You know what I'm saying? So section of everything covered up.
Yeah, I mean, if there was fish in this section, we would have got a hit by now because we're literally hitting every spot out there. That's what I was saying. Maybe I can kind of beam one over towards those rocks a little bit. That same ledge you got snagged on.
Let me move out the way.
Nah, it ain't gonna pop back on me. Don't worry, it ain't gonna pop back on me. Look at that, got all the way back. It's that ledge right there.
I got you. Let me
There we go, I'm good.
This is how it jumped up though, right?
Oh, it ain't gonna jump up on me. I'm good. But look at that. We keep getting not as much trash as not as much junk as last time. Not as much leaves and stuff. So I don't know. How far out? What do you think?
Shoot out. That's how to stop it.
Right there in the current. Oh, is that my bait? Looked like the bait came right off, didn't it? I couldn't tell. What do you think?
I got this.
This stupid ledge, I could feel it right when I hit right there. Yeah, I knew it was my bait. Oh well, I guess I'll forget fresh bait on that. Something's moving that one. See my line?
Is that a big one?
Yeah, the big one. The line's moving. Well, I've been using smaller baits. Maybe I'll go to a little bit, it's not a huge bait, but I'll go to a little bit of a bigger bait this time. See if more scent helps.
That's it.
There was a lot of blood on that one. I hit the hole, it's going down still. Bam, it just stopped. Let's switch this pole over here. right, well, we got one new bait on there. See if it makes a difference. Sorry, guys. Trying different things out. We'll see. What I might do is switch up the rigs here in a little bit. Try a different rig. Because two of the rigs are like Santi, like the Santi style. Like they got floats on them, so it's kind of lifting the baits off. Maybe I'll go straight bottom. What are you using? Oh, okay. So you're doing straight on the bottom. Your line's moving a little bit. You see that? Because it wasn't moving at all. Now it's kind of like, I don't know. Hopefully you got a fish messing with it. Look at that. Little sip left in my drink. How does it look? Oh, it looks okay. I couldn't tell with the glare on my screen. So you just with your 2-year-old watching you fish? Man, I wish that I was giving you a little bit of a better show. I mean, at least we're out here chatting, but oh man, I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious. I like I said, what I want to see is I want to see where Has ended up going to, and if he moves, does the bite pick up wherever he moves to? Because it is a rough day for fishing over here. And like I said, this is our second spot. First spot we had 2 fish, like 5 to 8 pounds, and then 24 plus pound fish on the other one. But 2 fish only. We had we had more bites though. We did have bites over there, but I'm pretty sure they were gar. Because, you know, kept on getting bites, went to go reel it down. Nothing was there, reeled it in. It looked like someone was chewing on my bait. Yeah, the current is mellowed out. It definitely is not as strong. It was blasting through there a little while ago. It's definitely a lot calmer now. So maybe with the calmer currents, maybe the fish would start being a little bit more active. I don't know. Normally we do well in the current, so I know further down where Has was, there's not, because he was on the Maryland. I mean, he's on Maryland side, DC side, and there's not that much current on that side over there because the river's wider. So we were hitting more current than them, and we weren't doing that great. What time was low tide? Anwar, the tide checker. What time is low tide, man? My phone is busy right here. We live. I need your phone. Where are we at? What's it say? What's low tide? Because the tide behind, I can see the water behind us. Low tide is 6? Yeah, I can see it's already going down.
High tide is 11:35.
Yeah, the water's going down.
I kind of feel like we should just do Jones. It's a feeling. We can do Jones.
But see, last time I hit Jones, I caught that 30 plus. And then look, it's gonna be, look, when was last time we fished Jones where the tide was going? I mean, see, look, other people it doesn't help them, but for us, we got surf rods. So when was last time that we hit Jones where the water was going to high tide, so that our lines weren't wrapping around the wall when we're casting far out? You see what I'm saying? It might be tonight, man. I'm telling you that tonight might be the night. I don't know. Maybe like I said, what time is it now? We'll have to give this spot just a little bit longer than just roll out. Yeah. I mean, we said till, oh, look, finally there goes a kayaker. I haven't seen a kayaker up here in a while. Well, they haven't caught any more fish yet either. My man said, Anwar said the only fish that was coming downstream, there's another party that's further up from us. They caught it. Now we just need a fish to come up this way so that we're the first rods in sea so we get a fish. The river here is not that wide. I mean, I could cast all the way across. I mean, with my surf pole, the other rods you can't cast all the way across, but so I mean, we got them all spread out. I mean, if a fish comes either up or down river and he's hungry, our baits are gonna be there. So we have them spread out pretty good so that if any fish is swimming through this little area, they're gonna see the bait. Just need a fish here, and you need them to be hungry. So, oh man, we'll see. It's crazy how active the birds are, but they're not even going after bait. I don't know what they keep swimming around like that for. Yeah, like normally when you see them that packed up, they're going after bait, but there's nothing.
Should I get pyramid weights or should I get the whole piece separate?
I don't know. I mean, the pyramids are good, but I do think I like the disc circles better. I don't know. I just keep on trying because I mean, different areas I like different things depending on the snags. Because the pyramids over at Jones Point, I can cast further with the pyramids. So I can hit like almost to that second wall with the pyramids, where even with the same equal weight on the disc, because that flat disc, right, just picks up, it's not aerodynamic, so it just hits all that wind. So, but yeah. Oh boy. We've been live now 2 hours and 21 minutes at this spot and not one fish, Anwar. Golly. Huh?
I told you the one fish that I caught, that was going to get the caught up there. You just got to wait. Now I'm going to tell the next fish to go all the way around. You see when the VS side will come around.
Gosh darn. It's slow. It's still slow. Anybody new coming in, I see the numbers jumping up and down. If you just came in, it's been slow. We've been live now for, we were live, for this live stream, we've been live, 2 hours, 20 something minutes. And it's been dead the entire time. This morning, 2 fish. We broke down, went to a new spot, and maybe we should have stayed at the first spot. I don't even know. What did you just say? That chat went so quick. Let's move to the other side of the fisherman in case another one swims in. I know. Look. The fish must have been coming from upstream because he must have been coming from upstream downstream, and he hit his rod first. Look, we just need a fish coming from downstream up, and we're good because look, we're the only people that could be hit in this area. Oh man. Oh, he's stuck. You see him?
That's what he gets.
Here come the kayakers. Hopefully they see the lines. You remember last time what happened when the kayakers came by? They almost ran. They ran all up into the lines.
They stole the fucking car. She got these glasses on.
Yeah, luckily the lines are they're not that tight right now. This one got loose. You see it? This one moved a lot. You see that?
Do you think the birdhouse is already open, or do you think they're going to just wrap up? The guy behind does not have a laughing, so that tells you right there,
That's from further down river because that's not from Fletcher's. I mean, unless that's they might have, who knows? Maybe they own that when they launched from Fletcher's. It's either that, the only boathouses that are even close to here are the ones all the way down to Georgetown. So Georgetown's the only other one that's close by. But I mean, look at the water. You can see the water is going lower. So either they launched over there. I couldn't tell because I wasn't watching the whole time. Either they launched from Fletcher's and that's their own boat, or they rented one out over there in Georgetown. It's the only possibilities. Did I miss anything on the chat? I don't think I did. Send Anwar to the other side. Have him checkmate those motherfuckers. Have one person above, one person below. You ain't getting no fish. Oh man. With this river too, if you have enough poles, if you're in the middle of somebody on the upper and lower portion, you won't catch no fish if you're unlucky. Oh man. I mean, further you get down river, it starts widening out. Up here, it's like it's real. It's not that wide. It's not that wide. But that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Who? 65 on Wednesday? Yeah, I can do after work on Wednesday. Gotta check with my wife, make sure we don't got nothing going on. If the wife says yes, then maybe we could do Thursday. I mean, you said Thursday or Wednesday? Wednesday, right? Wednesday night? Maybe we could do Wednesday night.
Let's take it a day. Let's take it a day at a time, okay? Let's take it.
Oh no, I mean I'm down. I mean, as long as she says cool, I'll be out. Especially if it's gonna be 60s, why not? We'll go out there, hang out.
I'm talking about at night though.
Yeah, at night after work. I can do it right after 4 o'clock. That's normally what I could get out there right after 4. Especially now with the lights on the cart, you saw how much it lit up. I mean, that works perfect. What they say? Actually, now I think that now that I think of it, Anwar needs to closely be monitored. Keep him close. He's a danger to himself. Yeah, I don't know. He might go up further upstream, get snagged, and pull it out and bust himself in the head and get knocked out. I'm like this. I go to call him at the end. Look, cancel the live stream. Call him up. Anwar, where you at? I'm done. It won't be. I have to walk up river, find him laying on the bank.
I'm a danger to myself.
He's a danger to himself.
And a danger to everybody around me.
And a danger to everyone around him.
Oh, have you told the story of the lighter fluid? The lighter fluid?
No, we didn't tell that story. This man has almost busted him up, I don't know, countless times. I'm just going to tell the story. Look, he went to Jones Point without me. He was like, I'm going out to Jones Point because every time I go out with you, I get skunk. This was back during the skunk period. I was catching all the fish every time we went out, and he was catching none. So he decided to go to Jones Point without me. You saw how he got snagged earlier here, almost busted himself in the face. Well, this time he did bust himself in the face. Out of all the times I've ever been fishing with him, which has been many times, he's never had it so there's whiplash out the water, but now twice. The first time he did it was Jones Point, and he sends me a picture of blood all over his face because it whiplashed out the water, busted him in the side of the nose. And he ended up going to the doctors thinking that he would have to get it sealed up, but they ended up just gluing it. But yeah, he was bleeding all over the place. It was kind of bad. But yeah, luckily after that, he's had no more bad stories. He almost had one today. Thank God he didn't, especially since it was on a live stream. But man, I don't know. I mean, we've got snagged before, but we've never had the lines, rocket out the water like that. That doesn't normally happen to us, but I mean, you see it can happen every once in a while. I've heard other people with stories about, their line getting snagged, and then when you're pulling it back, the weight snaps back out the water and almost hits you. But yeah, luckily it hasn't happened to me. But oh boy.
Look at that guy. Your man is still out there trying to get that snag.
Oh yeah, I saw.
That snag out, man.
Yeah, there's a guy over here snagged. We had to sacrifice Anwar for the views. Yeah, I had to sacrifice him. He almost got busted up, but we got some views for it, right? Definitely be a good TikTok video later on showing that in the TikTok. I'm gonna put it up there for sure. I don't have my GoPro on top recording, so that sucks. Cause like I said, the tripod being all stupid, I'm gonna have to glue it back together. Sorry to Catfish Bandit, any luck? On this second live stream, 0. First thing this morning, we caught 2 fish. Anwar had 2. He had about a 5 to 8 and a 24 something pound fish. But ever since then, the rest of this afternoon, but we've been live now for 2.5 hours. 0 fish, 0 bites. It has been slow. But the goal that we have is we are most likely going to pack it up here soon, stay out here for a little bit longer, and then pack it up, go home, relax for a little bit, charge up the equipment, get my battery, and we will probably hit out and do a night video at one of our main spots. So we'll see how that goes. He said, I've been fishing for 4 hours and got 1 dink. We've been literally there. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, we didn't get a dink. I mean, 20 pounder, 24 plus is not that bad, but I got up 6 something this morning and got out to the park to start hiking around 7:30, 7:45 is what time we started hiking to get down to the spot that I was fishing this morning, because it was a hike. So, yeah, we got down there and we caught some fish early on, but that was about it. There was a short window of a bite frame, time frame earlier, and then ever since then, it's just been Skunk City. So no more bites ever since. Not even a tap. I mean, we had at least some gar bites earlier too, but not even getting any gar bites. I don't know. There's other people that we know that are out here fishing. There's also 2 guys like right up here. They caught, in the same amount of time they've been fishing, maybe about 2 something hours, they caught maybe 1 fish. So it was probably the only fish swimming downstream. They got it before it came to us. So, but we're going into low tide. I think, I can't remember what he was saying, like 6 something. So we're probably going to try to do the night, the tide coming back in, going into high tide at night. So that's going to be the goal, I think. So, like I said, we'll probably be packing it up here soon. Get situated, go get drinks, go eat some food, and then come out and do the night show. And hopefully, I mean, like I said, I mean, if I'm gonna go out, go fishing, I might as well just go live. So we'll see what we get. Like I said, only 2 fish so far today, but we'll see how that spot goes. That spot, I'm gonna be probably using a lot more rods. I'm gonna be using a lot of surf poles. That spot, the further out you get into the channel is a cast. It is a very good cast, and you cannot hit it with short poles. I don't care what anybody else tells you. If they say that they can, have them meet me out there, and we'll do a casting competition. I guarantee you, because I got my stuff set up for far casting. So if they say they can hit it with a non-surf pole, tell them to come on out there. I want to see it. But yeah, so you got to cast past the first wall into that channel, and to get into that channel, you need not only the right kind of reel, but you need a surf pole as well. So you got to have a surf setup to hit that channel. So that's our goal for tonight. We're gonna try to hit the channel. The channel has a lot of big fish over there, and hopefully we'll do good. Did he finally get it on snag? Or did he pop it?
Boy said he only caught 3. He said he got 2. Everyone was between 4 to 8. And the 4th one was like something big, and he was like, people actually saw it. But I think it's like one in some kind of rock in his mind. And he uses like maybe like 30 pound, 20 pound money or something.
So he did get some other fish though. So he caught 3 total. Is 3 total including the one that he lost, or?
No, I think no, 2 total, and then he lost 1. That's 4.
So what was the biggest one that he reeled in that he actually got to bank?
8 pound.
Oh, so that's still. I mean, he did better than us. I mean, we caught a bigger fish, but he did better than us. 3 fish.
Yeah, we thought between like he said between 4 to 8.
So he said the other one was drag pulling and it pulled him into a rock.
He doesn't know if the line got snapped from fish or from the rock.
Or fish from the
Yeah,
rock.
but he thinks it's from the rock. Because he was mono.
Well, I mean, mono is more abrasion resistant than the braid. Oh, he's using braid.
Yeah, but he's like a 20 pound, 30 pound.
Oh, if you're gonna use braid, you got to use high pound braid. There's no point of going low test braid. So, yeah, we like braid more than mono here. I know Chunky is a big avid mono person. And don't get me wrong, mono's not bad, but for us, I mean, doing those distance casts, I mean, yes, we have some abrasion issues every once in a while, if we're not using leader lines or but other than that, I mean, it's been better for us. I mean, because I can get I can get an 80-pound 80-pound braid and cast that thing out there, and just I don't have to worry about it usually snapping at all. Yeah, braid will get you to Mexico.
Mono will get you to like Texas. No. Actually, the mono will get you to like Virginia or some shit.
Oh man. Yeah, braid definitely for us casts a lot further with these surf bowls. I mean, with the pound test that we're using. Don't get me wrong. You go into that lower test. I mean, you going, especially for mono, you can cast out there further, but then you have to sacrifice, further casting for strength. So. Yeah, I'm good. What you thinking?
Let's hike up to the falls.
Nah, I'm not going up to the falls. I'm not going up to the falls. And you can't even set up the camera equipment in the falls. Anwar, if we go to the falls, Anwar's gonna have to hold the camera the whole time. And you think it's shaky now because of the little tripod piece broken. Man, if you think it's shaky now, it's gonna be like this. He gonna be holding it like he gonna be trying to hold it still. The screen's gonna be all over the place. Oh my gosh! But y'all see me catch a big fish though, because if we go up there, I mean, they're usually biting up there. So the only thing that you have to deal with up there is you have to sacrifice your weights. It is a weight sacrificing area. Every cast, you're guaranteed gonna get snagged. Yeah, if you throw out 3, 1, 2 sinkers gone. But the goal there is you cast out knowing you're gonna sacrifice your weight, hoping that your bait doesn't get snagged. And if your bait does not get snagged, you're gonna catch a fish. Yeah, I mean, last time we went out, I think I lost my sinker every time. But I mean, I was catching fish. So sometimes you got to do stuff like that, especially when the bite is slow. But you cannot set up camera equipment there. I mean, it is worse than the first spot. It is nothing but jagged rocks, bedrock all over the shore. I mean, there is no dirt at all. You cannot even put in. We were talking about different spots like that. I might have to go get an impact drill, get my impact drill and get a drill bit for spots like that and drill into the rock and to put my rod holders out. But if you don't do that, you just gotta lay your rods on the rocks. There's no other way around it because there's no dirt. You can't put your rod holders anywhere. So. Well, nobody's catching anything. We might just have to wait for the night bite. It might be what it is. Go get some dinner and just roll out, go get dinner, go get some new drinks. I got to get the battery. I only have one rod that'll glow. I could bring out the black light for that one rod until I wrap the others.
Stuff like have Chunky edge up you some.
Yeah, Chunky, I'm gonna have to stop by your house real quick. Wrap up 3 poles for me on the quickness for my live show.
Right.
I need 3 chunky wrapped rods by. We're gonna be leaving here soon. I need them done in about an hour. Can you expedite that? Doesn't have to be clean. This has to be visible. Oh man, just has to be visible. We can redo it later. Look, I'm over here yawning now. I gotta go get some Red Bulls. I told you last night. Oh man, guys, last night I do not know what happened. Hey, you kicking my car? Would you testing the durability of my car? Gosh, this man came over here and started kicking my car like he testing it out. Like, all right, these wheels gonna fall off. What? But yeah, I don't know. Last night I did not sleep well at all. I don't know, man. It was horrible. I didn't go to bed. Me and my wife, we went to bed. I don't know what time it was. Maybe around 10 o'clock. So not too late, but we went to bed around 10. I know I didn't fall asleep till closer to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I kept trying and it just did not go down. So definitely if we're going to do a live night show, I'm going to have to go get some Red Bulls and energy drinks. Keep that energy up. But I don't know. The water is getting a lot lower. We might as well just go ahead and get ready to pack up and then come out and do the night show. What do you think? You want to do that? All right, cool. I'm about to go ahead and sign off then. Guys, I appreciate everybody that came through. Like I said, it's my first day live. Thank you so much. Sucks I didn't catch that many fish for you guys today. We caught 2 today on the first live stream. Like I said, this was part 2, second location. It's going to be an all-day event, so we are going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to go ahead and get our gear set up for the 3rd and final spot. We're going to do some night fishing probably over at Jones Point. If we get the area that I want to fish, I'm going to have probably about, he'll probably have 2, and I'll probably have at least 6 to 8. So we'll have probably about 8 to 10 rods out on the dock. So we'll see how it goes, and I might have to get back into my little cold suit because it'll probably be getting a little bit cold by then. But we will be live back here maybe in like the next like 2 to 3 hours, something like that, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get off, and we'll be back later. Thank you so much, and appreciate everybody for sharing out the video and all the support that I got today. Thanks. Boom.